Megan Fox, an icon in the Hollywood industry, who is very well known for being a shitty actress. Which is why I decided to make an entire video where I watch every single movie that Megan Fox has been casted in.
I'm sure they're very good movies.
And give her a performance rating out of 10. Why? Because I can.
Smoking on top fives. Stop playing, I'm back on.
When you're on a holiday.
My first task is to watch this cute little movie starring the Olsen twins.
Mary-Kate and Ashley.
This movie came out in 2001, and it's so 2001 that 2002 is offended by its existence. The camera quality and transitions are incredibly dated.
Jordan, just go.
And also, why does it sound like all these motherfuckers are whispering in this movie?
You ready? Because I gotta get in there and make this thing fly.
What? The Olsen twins have a twin vision, or a twision. They both dream about being on this vacation where they're surrounded by men on the same boat in the same place. Or maybe it's just some stupid shit. They get taken out of class and end up going to the Bahamas within like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Fook me, that was fast.
When they're at their designated resort and go up to the front desk, a random fox appears.
Oh, were you in line? Brianna Wallace, messages please.
Unfortunately, there's not much acting from her in this scene, but it's giving entitled asshole. Megan Fox comes back on screen and showing off some of those preteen acting chops.
I'm so tired of these lavish winter parties, hanging out at the beach, getting tans, pedicures, and enjoying the good graces of my excellent father.
Really?
Are you kidding? I live for it.
For real.
I think this movie's gonna be bad. I kinda expected dialogue like this, typical early teen cringy conversations, but imagine they just threw like a curveball in there to keep us interested. Here when Megan's like, I get whatever I want.
I get what I want. And this winter break, I want Jordan.
Imagine Alex was like, you can't have Jordan. Just saying, it would have been a little bit more memorable. This next scene I'm about to show you is off the hook.
This place is off the hook.
This place is off the hook.
Apparently this place is off the hook. If you wanted to watch Holiday in the Sun and you were looking forward to watching a good movie with a decent plot, then you might be disappointed. It's just people flirting and having fun on a beach. I could be watching Jersey Shore right now. Megan Fox literally disappears from the script during the third act, and I'm confused because I thought she was like the main antagonist of the movie. We didn't see a lot of acting from young Fox in this movie, but what we did see wasn't the best.
Now he's what time it is.
Still, this is her first performance, so I'll give her a 5 out of 10. Megan Fox is casted again as this pretty rich, popular bully. Hopefully this trend ends sooner than later. I'm hoping that she doesn't get typecasted. Megan Fox's character is actually somewhat complex in this film. She clearly has selfish intentions, but she's not just evil for the sake of being evil. So she's kind of like a wish version of Regina George. The only reason Megan's character ends up not fucking with Lindsay Lohan, Lindsay Lohan's character, is because she ends up coming to the school acting all entitled and shit.
And besides, if you want to fit in, you probably shouldn't draw so much attention to yourself. In case you haven't noticed, I like the attention.
I wouldn't like her ass either.
Chill.
And also, she took her spot in some school play, which apparently is the second worst thing that you could do to somebody in high school. You could probably guess what the first one is. But the script for this movie is actually pretty decent, and honestly, the movie in general is just way better than Holiday in the Sun. There's something about this movie that feels kind of nostalgic, even though I've never seen this shit before. I don't know. Regardless, Megan Fox plays her role pretty well. Now, it's clear she's not trying to win any acting awards.
Come on, it's just a hand.
But I think this performance is pretty good, and I think it deserves a 7 out of 10.
Welcome to Fashion University, where being the best means looking your best.
I don't know what the target audience for Crimes of Fashion is. It feels like a weird Sopranos and Big Bang Theory crossover episode featuring Megan Fox and some bad acting.
I'll leave you two to work out your issues.
3 out of 10, this movie also sucks. So I gotta admit something. I've never actually seen Transformers before. I've seen clips and scenes and memes, oh my, but never actually sat down and watched one of these movies in full. And it's actually worse than I expected it to be.
Overrated.
I also thought people were exaggerating with the product placement that's in this film, but nah, niggas was right. Out of all the products that is in this movie that's attempted to be installed into my fucking brain? Goddamn eBay is stuck in my head. It felt like they said that shit like 8 times.
How'd you know about his glasses?
eBay.
Well, because the other one was talking about my eBay page. eBay. You can tell your folks it's on eBay. I take PayPal. Cold hard cash works too. And
this is like Megan Fox's first real chance to show that she's more than just a stereotypical pretty face. She's only been casted as the attractive, popular girl antagonist, but now it's pretty much the same shit. But she's more of a protagonist. So it's gotta be different, right? She's also getting a lot more screen time, so there's that to look forward to.
She's a criminal. Criminals are hot. Okay, seriously, dude, you take that back right now.
And I feel like so far I've been kind of passable with the way that Megan Fox delivers some of her lines in these movies, but her line delivery in this movie is just really robotic.
Why are you here?
And it's even more noticeable in this movie because there's actual high stakes happening and it's like a blockbuster. So it kind of sucks when, you know, you got other people kind of into it and then the other main co-star is kind of like very monotonous talking like this.
I have a record because I wouldn't turn my dad in. One of you had to sacrifice.
4 out of 10. Megan Fox is casted as this highly acclaimed actress, Sophie Mays.
Oh, she just won the Best Actress award.
Bullshit.
And you know how sometimes in movies, sometimes they'll show like a trailer for a movie or a commercial that's not real, like in Tropic Thunder.
Al Pacino's booty sweat, popping ass open.
Well, they show the movie that Sophie Mays was nominated for.
The world.
Calcutta, stand up, Mother Teresa.
Sophie Mays is Mother Teresa in The Making of a Saint.
Must have not been a lot of great movies that year, huh? Simon Pegg plays this sleazeball
Scumbag.
who's trying to come up in life and will do anything it takes. Then he has this one girl played by Kristen Dunst. Dunst. But then there's Megan Fox. So it's like a seesaw. Simon Pegg is also kind of a simp, and to show you that, here's a few examples.
You can be my bitch. What?
I'm your little limpy pig.
That's right, Limpy Pig.
But Simon Pegg comes to his senses, makes a scene, and runs off to find Mary Jane.
Hang on, Mary Jane!
And obviously they kiss, happy ending, roll credits. But yeah, as for Megan Fox in this movie, there's this scene where she's supposed to be drunk.
I'm really wasted.
And like she's acting drunk.
Yeah, I drink. I'm an alcoholic.
And as the movie continues, I'm like, wait, is she supposed to be drunk in like every scene?
I'm gonna have a logo.
Because she's acting pretty similar and using the same tone of voice. I don't know if this one's kind of fair, but the lack of range in Fox's acting and character work makes this a 5 out of 10 worthy performance. Another Transformers movie brought to you by eBay and Six Flags and Sony. I got a hit of nostalgia because I had the game version for Revenge of the Fallen on the Xbox 360, and I just remember playing with the boys back in the day, but you don't give a fuck about that. I had much higher expectations for Megan Fox's roles in the Transformers movies. I feel like this is one of her most iconic roles, and I'm not really sure why, other than this stuff.
It squirts the fuel in so you can go faster.
Oh. I like to go faster.
Megan Fox doesn't give much for her character to do other than be in a sort of toxic relationship with Sam, but I guess that's not her fault. A good way to try to judge a person's acting abilities is by placing them in various different situations. And for the first time, Megan Fox really has to do some acting. The results, however, are not positive. In scenes where the tensions are booming, Megan Fox looks like she's just fed up with the fucking score of a basketball game. Also, here's one of the worst one-liners in cinema history.
Kiss this bitch.
You're goddamn right.
3 out of 10. And after these Transformers movies, I never really got the hype for them personally, and I can genuinely say I don't like these movies at all.
I hate them.
How many people can get that range of motion?
Finally, Megan Fox is getting out of her comfort zone.
Are you scared?
And stepping into the role of a vampire seductress bitch.
What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
besides the obvious surface flaws.
That's fucked up. Whole movie, I'm trying to figure out why the fuck Nene is still cool with Jennifer, because she says shit like this.
I gotta meet Chip in McCollum Park. You know, Chip is looking really cute to me lately. Nene, stop it. Just shut up.
You shut up. That's why your shoes raggedy. That's why your mama dead. Dead as hell.
With friends like this, who needs enemies? So Jennifer wants to go out to this bar after school. She wanted to go with the intentions of hooking up with this lead singer of this band. The band turns out to be into some cult activity.
We come here tonight to sacrifice the body of...
What was your name again, Tiffany?
So they burn down a bar, kidnap Jennifer, and sacrifice her because they think she's a virgin. She's not. So instead of dying, Jennifer turns into this demon version of herself who needs to eat people in order to stay pretty. I can't really say I enjoy this movie's plot too much, but even though this movie isn't the best, it feels like the role of Jennifer was designed for Megan Fox.
It's like some X-Men shit, right?
Megan Fox's screen presence in this movie is valid, unlike her other performances, because it actually feels like she steals a lot of the scenes that she's in.
I am a god. Okay.
It also helps that she has pretty good chemistry with Amanda Seyfried.
You are such a player hater. You're a jerk.
This is the definition of player hating.
Megan Fox was giving her all in this movie, so all things considered, I think this is a 10 out of 10 Megan performance. Yup, you know this movie's gonna suck. Megan Fox is playing a badass femme fatale in Jonah Hex, which is actually a type of role she hasn't played yet. I think the performance is relatively fine. There's nothing really to praise or hate unless I'm reaching. So I give her a 6 out of 10. She's not on screen that long. Megan Fox is an angel. In Passion Play, she's literally playing an angel. The script for this movie is random as fuck. Megan Fox's line delivery isn't the best either.
Why walk around in pain? I'll give you a hand.
No, I can do it. I feel like you should leave now.
Once again, bad script, but you could kind of get around a bad script, you feel me? But it's type clear that Megan was maybe a little flustered or uninterested while filming this movie.
Did you see?
Flew.
Did you see? I flew.
Wow.
I flew.
Man, I didn't think you could.
I can't. I'm too big. I'm too heavy for these to carry me, but sometimes when the wind is strong enough.
Wait, I gotta get a picture of this.
It almost seems like she's remembering her lines as she's saying them out loud. And bruh, look at the shitty green screen.
Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
2 out of 10. The next 3 movies are cameos, so we're skipping them. Now this one is personal.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, goddamn it, I'm not.
Rather than just continue to rate Megan Fox's acting, I'm gonna change gears in this section of the video and instead review Megan Fox's portrayal of April O'Neil. I've always been a fan of April O'Neil.
He a fan, he a fan, he a fan.
Even though her character usually doesn't receive much depth, unless she's physically a part of the story, which is pretty rare. April's basically just standing around in her little yellow jumpsuit looking cute. So what I'm trying to say in so many pointless words is April is not really that hard to play. I would say mostly you just need to vibe with the turtles and kind of just lay low in the background. So let's see if Megan Fox rocks or if this is just another Megan Fox flop.
But I'm not a rapper.
It's obvious that this movie is messy as fuck, and even though it says that this shit was only produced by Michael Bay, I think this motherfucker had his grubby little hands all over this product placement piece of shit film. The dialogue in this movie is trash, and Megan Fox doesn't really add any emotional weight to the scenes that she's in.
You're ninja, mutant, turtle, teenagers.
Not quite my tempo.
Megan Fox sucks as April O'Neil, and here's why. Well, actually, I'll give it to you in 3 reasons.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Pizza? No!
Number 1, and arguably the biggest reason, April is a part of the Turtles' origin story for no fucking reason. I think the writers thought it would be a cool, innovative way for the turtles to have a connection to April, but it's actually just convoluted as fuck. Plus, she gave the turtles their names, and they remembered them. Why Megan Fox's April sucks #2? Her chemistry with this version of the turtles is vacant, to say the least. I can think of no scene off the top of my head where I'm like, yeah, that's a memorable moment for April and the turtles. All of the other Aprils, including that new little Gen Z version of April, has at least 1 or 2 memorable scenes with the turtles. But Megan Fox
does not.
Why Megan Fox's April sucks #3. This April is forced down our throats. She's not organically put into this movie. You know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? Megan Fox is literally on screen longer than every individual turtle. So fuck this movie. And as for Megan Fox, I'll give it a lackluster 4 out of 10.
Oh shit, here we go again.
This is pretty much the same shit as the last movie. I will say Megan Fox has less screen time. Thank God. But her acting doesn't improve at all. Nor does her character arc or importance in the film. She does get a romantic partner in Casey Jones, but not much else has changed, so I'm just not gonna give it a rating.
So you get nothing.
The main character of this movie's name is Holly, and Holly is literally invisible. Like, she's not actually invisible, we can see her, and a few other people can too when it's convenient for the plot, but she is invisible. Shane Blackman or Sean Blackwell, whatever the fuck his name is.
What's his name? What's his name? I got nothing on a name. Come on, baby, what's the name?
He's an unbearable dickhead throughout this entire movie.
You want to make it up to me? All right, yeah, so you're just gonna fix my reputation. You gotta restart my fighting career, and then you gotta get me back with Juliana. That's it.
What the hell?
And his story is also lacking substance. So he was a highly renowned UFC fighter, but because he cheated on his girlfriend, Megan Fox, with some celebrity, all of his fans turned their back on him, and now he's in this depressive state, which makes him invisible like our main character. So then they start dating. You hooked yet? And even though Megan Fox is billed as the 3rd person in this movie, she's like in the movie for like 3 minutes.
What kind of game is that?
She's never on screen in this movie. Like, imagine I paid to watch this movie and I wanted to watch Megan Fox and this is what I got? Nah. And yeah, I'm not about to give this a rating because she wasn't in the movie that long.
All the good things have been taken, but girl, there are ways to make certain things pay. Though
I saw this shitty ass movie. Zeroville has Megan Fox, obviously, James Franco, Seth Rogen, Craig Robinson, Will Ferrell,
1, 2, 3, 4, lumdy lie.
And some others. This movie doesn't really have much of a coherent plot.
How does it feel watching me die?
I like watching you die.
For any Euphoria fans watching this, this movie might be for you. It's kind of giving those kind of vibes, like if you like trippy visuals and shitty writing. Megan Fox is portraying yet another version of the same fucking character.
I beg you, please stop.
This time she's portraying a bad actress who has an attitude problem. Wonder if she could pull it off.
She's getting big.
Yeah, they do that.
Guess again.
1 out of 10. I have no interest in watching the Battle of Junksari, so instead I'll just read some reviews that talk about Megan Fox's performance in the movie. Is that fine? The infuriating part for me was the inclusion of Jord Eads and Megan Fox. Its cinematography was far from good, whereas some scenes appeared so artificial, and some scenes, like where George and Megan had conversations, were totally unnecessary. Megan has never been a great actress, but the dialogue is impossible. Well, I guess I didn't miss much. Megan Fox is playing a mom in this movie who's going through a divorce. And if you can't do that, then I guess you just really can't act.
Do you think people want to see her act?
So I'm not finna review this shit. But I am gonna show you the scene of Megan Fox trying to cry. Megan Fox, she's going rogue. This is like her first real action movie where she's the main focus and she's actually trying.
Yeah, you better fucking believe that I am.
She don't give a fuck. That bitch be like, so what?
While watching this movie, it's just mad noticeable that Fox is clearly giving way more energy than she has in her past films. She actually has some urgency in this role. The best compliment I could give to this performance is it's probably the first movie I watched so far where I don't just see Megan Fox. She was believable enough in her role, and I'd give her performance a 6 out of 10. Megatron Fox no longer gets any slack from me, especially when I've seen her ability to, actually try. In Midnight and in Switchgrass, she's clearly phoning it in. Fox basically got 2 modes in this film. She's either the demanding power trip cop or a diva. 2 out of 10. Woo! About time we got a movie. And I'm not even saying that like this movie is all that. If anything, it's just reaching Netflix and chill bearable. But hey, sometimes that's all it takes to get the jobs done. Have any of you guys ever seen Gerald's Game before? Married couple gets kinky and the husband dies, and then the wife ends up handcuffed to the bed. Well, Till Death is very similar, except the husband intentionally kills himself and handcuffs himself to Megan Fox. So she's got to drag his dumb ass around the whole movie. A lot of this film doesn't really require Megan Fox to deliver lines. There's like a 10-minute sequence where Megan's just walking through the house saying fuck and motherfuck and whatever.
No, fuck!
But the dialogue that she does deliver sounds authentic, kinda. And her facial expressions are mostly believable. If Fox had more to do in this movie, I might have given her a slightly higher rating, but with all things considered, I feel like this is a 8 out of 10 worthy performance.
Better make it a good one. It's gonna be your last.
Megan Fox is in this movie for one scene along with Sydney Todd or Sweeney Sydney, whatever the fuck her name is. A musical featuring Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
Ain't nobody listening to that shit!
Yo, peep this title card. Big Old Brick. Pretty self-indulgent if you ask me. How many movies do we really need to see the slow Megan Fox sexy shot? You get it? She's attractive. Then in like 96% of her movies, she always has to have a scene where she does some sexy ass inappropriate shit for no reason. And I'm not a prude, but listen to this shit. So Megan Fox's husband in this movie runs over this writer who ends up getting brain damage and a broken wrist, but he can still write, and apparently his hand is fine after a few weeks. But anyway, the guy who runs him over is rich as fuck, and he feels bad about hitting this dude at full speed in his, rich car. So when the dude is in the hospital, he asks this newly concussed writer to write his biography, something, something, something. This guy thinks the rich guy's wife, Megan Fox, and his daughter look bad as fuck. And then randomly, Megan Fox shows up in the writer's room like this.
Do you want me to touch you? On your penis?
What makes this scene even more random is how it really doesn't matter at all to the context of the plot. These two characters only have 2 more interactions in the whole movie, and they never reference the scene again. See, the vibe I'm picking up on is whoever did the casting for this movie was like, all right, we got Megan Fox casted for the role already. When is she gonna be naked? The acting wasn't bad, but Fox isn't really expected to do much in this movie. So instead of actually giving this rating a performance,
Nigga, you dumb as hell.
So instead of actually giving this acting performance a rating, I'm gonna just say that, unfortunately, she's been typecasted.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today might suck.
Yup, they always gotta have one of these moments. The more things change, the more they often stay the same for Miss Megan Fox. The most significant change in this movie for Megan Fox character-wise is that she has pink hair and is a lesbian.
I like girls.
Other than that, I struggle to find any subtle differences in the personality traits for this character compared to any of her other characters. And also, why does it feel like her acting abilities have regressed over time? Shouldn't she be getting better?
You know what? I got jumped today. I bailed on the biggest meeting of my life. Apple hates me, and Leo and Dylan are in jail. Do you see what happens when you move out?
Oh my God, London, are you okay? Where are you?
What? This is terrible. This is horrible. This is the worst thing that could have ever happened.
4 out of 10. This is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. And I don't just say that shit like a hyperbole. Like, I'm just like throwing out fucking phrases. Like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Before I continue the review for this portion of the video, please, if you like watching shitty movies, then I found a fucking hidden gem for you, my friend.
Two can keep a secret if one of yous is dead.
Where do I fucking start? The writers must have been smoking crack. Not only just because the story is pretty disjointed and all over the place, but it just actually feels like these motherfuckers were sitting down and playing like a GTA heist mission while they were high, and they were like, yo, we should make a fucking screenplay. Another thing about this movie that makes it like almost unwatchable is the fact that all of the characters have unredeeming qualities. There are no heroes in the story, not even any anti-heroes. Just a bunch of bad people doing bad things. Even though I knew that this movie fucking sucked, honestly, nothing could have prepared me for the end of this movie. I sat through an hour and a half of this shit show, and I was semi-invested into the heist that was getting set up with these people who I guess we're supposed to be cheering for to rob the money from Megan Fox's casino.
And we're gonna get the money, and then we're gonna come back out the way we came.
But once they showed up to the casino, Megan Fox comes onto this projector screen.
Who the fuck are you?
And starts monologuing for like 2 minutes.
I'm gonna let you know that the bottom floor is what you want. There's more money there than you will ever see in all of your combined lifetimes.
Tell me this shit doesn't feel like you're waiting for a fucking ride to get on at Six Flags. I was gonna give this performance a 1 out of 10, but there's actually one phone conversation when Megan Fox is talking to her dad or some shit in the movie. And the conversation's okay. It doesn't feel like she's just saying nothing and she's giving some sort of emotion. So I'll give this a 2 out of 10 performance, but that's not that great. I was ready to dip on a review for this movie because it's the end of the video, and I was about to just be like, fuck this shit. Especially since I haven't seen an Expendables movie since the first Expendables movie. But I gotta say, Megan Fox was decent in her role.
Look at me! I'm English! I'm avoidant! I don't like to argue! Well, guess what?
I just want a little peace in my life.
I'm from America, bitch! We're gonna fucking fight about it!
And I know that sometimes people might look at a screaming monologue and think, wow, that's some really good acting. That's not really what I'm trying to say.
Fuck you!
I'm just saying at least Megan's giving some enthusiasm and emotion. And not only in this scene, but consistently throughout the movie, Megan Fox is trying once again. Yeah, there's still the cringeworthy moments because the directors are usually filming her scenes with one hand.
This was always my favorite seat in the house.
But the effort on Fox's part is there. Therefore, I'd give this performance a 7 out of 10 because of all the shit I said. Hopefully you were paying attention. And because I'm happy this review is over. Overall, looking at it from a positive perspective, I'd say that it's not really fair to crucially judge Megan Fox's acting because majority of her roles don't really require her to be diverse enough to really exude a lot of emotion. However, if I'm being realistic, I'd say, yeah, she's not a great actress. Megan Fox clearly tries more when she's the main star of the movie, and other than that, she's mostly just eye candy.
I don't know, I'm not embarrassed.
And for the viewers, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you for liking it. You did like it, didn't you?
It's not you, Guy, it's me. Is that what you needed to hear?
Don't be shy. Subscribe to that guy.